Welcome to the Jack Breslin Student Event Center on the campus of Michigan State University in East Lansing. Xfinity presents high school sports. It's the MHSAA Class A boys basketball semifinal, where today the Romulus Eagles ran their win streak to 25 straight with a 76-67 win over the Grand Rapids Christian Eagles. And welcome inside the Breslin Center into the best seat in the house, center court of Xfinity High School Sports and the MHSAA Championships. Along with Bernie Foose, I'm Joe Jason. Well, it was the E.C. Matthews show today. 37 points for that young man, and when you looked up at the scoreboard, it was hard to believe he had that many. He just made it look so easy today.
He did it all within the confines of the basketball game. Didn't go out by himself doing his own thing. He took what the game gave to him. He played defense. He got out on the break and just took some great three-point shots, and just a heck of a player. 37 points in a semifinal game versus a great team like Grand Rapids Christian. That's tough for anybody to beat.
Grand Rapids Christian would need Drake Harris in this game. They would get him eventually. He would finish with 25. He only had 1 point in the first quarter. Let's take a look at the highlights of this exciting Class A semifinal game. It started with an 8-0 run for Romulus, and that really was the difference in the game. It was a 10 or 11 point lead the entire game for this Romulus Eagle team.
As you said, Joe, they set the tone in the first quarter, 8-0. Christian responded, but really it started off with E.C. Matthews. He had 9 points in that first quarter, doing everything he had to do. Romulus was really defensively in the shorts of all the Christian perimeter players. They forced 23 turnovers this game, and they never let up all 4 quarters.
There you see the top of the key three, and Drake Harris finally came alive at back-to-back threes and 8 points in that second quarter.
And they cut it to 6 points in the second quarter, and you felt that intensity and momentum flipping back over to Christian. But time and time again in this game, Romulus always had an answer. Whether it was Wes Clark from 3 or E.C. Matthews inside or Big Leo Edwards, every single time they punched back and put that lead back to 10 or 11. Grand Rapids Christian just could never get close.
Did we mention we had a few dunks in this game as well? There were some thunder dunks between these two teams, Grand Rapids Christian and Romulus. I don't know, I think I counted about 8 dunks in this ball game.
At least, I mean, Scott for Christian had some huge, horrendous dunks on his own. Leo Edwards and obviously E.C. Matthews had at least 4 or 5 dunks on his end. And look, here in the third quarter, Christian cut it close again, had it down to 6 points, but once again, Romulus, they respond, they get out on the break, and they finish. Right here, E.C. Matthews, just a phenomenal ability to draw contact and finish at the basketball hoop. Really an underrated part of his game and what makes him such a great player.
Into the fourth quarter, and again, Grand Rapids Christian would cut it down to as little as 6 in this quarter, but E.C. Matthews with a steal. Here he'll have a nice layup. You'll see him with yet another steal coming up in this quarter, and he winds up with a dunk. But Barfield, I'll tell you what, he's the present-day microwave.
I'd say so. He had a lot of points in that fourth quarter, had almost 8 steals this entire game, but again, E.C. Matthews, 10 points in the fourth quarter, 37 for the game. You know, this Romulus team has 4 players, 4 going to play Division I basketball next year. That's tough for anybody to beat. And when they're on their game and they're humming defensively, look out. It's going to be a tough out in the championship game for anybody.
Well, they get to sit back and find out who they'll play in the Class A championship game. Will it be Saginaw or will it be Detroit Southeastern? They win it by a score of 76-67. So that's going to do it from the Jack Breslin Student Event Center on the campus of Michigan State University.